Hello, my name is Leo Mermelstein, and I am interested in integrating liberal arts with music in college. So I thought I'd show you how I think of music kind of intellectually, using the first few minutes of my very own original song, The Red-Haired Girl.
The autumn leaves, that brisk fall breeze, your shirts and skirts, your flirty desserts, your DVDs.
We have lots to unpack here, so let's start with the melody. Now, with this song, I knew the true melodic line didn't have to include the entire melody, so I chose to emphasize the final notes of each phrase. That would be, the autumn leaves, the brisk fall breeze, your shirts and skirts, your flirty desserts, your DVDs. Now, you'll notice this melodic line starts constant, then it goes up, and then it comes back down, but not quite to the same level it started at, right? So, why this shape? Two main reasons. First, ending slightly higher than we started gives us general upward movement, but because the ending isn't the peak of the pitch, we're still grounded and prepared for the next motivic idea. Second, the melodic shape follows the shape of the perceived pace of the song. You'll notice my phrases get shorter, and thus faster, when the melody goes up, and they get longer, slower, when the melody goes down. And you can see examples of this pacing in my improvisation as well. Other than just pacing, we also have to keep in mind melodic tension. Now, most pop listeners are not used to staying on the 7th, in this case D, for 4 measures. They're also not used to a jump to the 9th. So, we make a quick stop at the 3rd on desserts, which is very familiar, just so that when we land back on the 9th on DVDs, the listener is still engaged. Tension is also created by the chords. Now, the half-step intervals in between the E flat major and E half diminished chords, which comprise our progression, become very, very, very tense when repeated over and over and over and over again. We're not ready for that much tension, so we dampen it in 2 ways. First, and this is my favorite chord in the entire song, our E major 7 sharp 11. At the end of the intro in the first verse, it is so out of pocket that it's just like the perfect de-escalator. Secondly, we have sweet, pretty, lyrical imagery like the autumn leaves and the brisk fall breeze. And that counters the stress and tensity of the chords. Because it's the first verse. We don't need too much tension. That's going to change in the pre-chorus.
But when you go to sleep at night, does it tear you up? Does it bring you fright that people won't applaud when they find that you are just a fraud?
Just as I promised, the relationship between the chords and the lyrics changed. In fact, it reversed. So we start with comfy, cozy chords. A plump A flat major, then a B flat major, then a very familiar resolution down a 5th to get to the tonic, E flat. From there, we have a progression inspired by the classic Champs-Élysées, which was so comforting to me that I literally made an entire GarageBand file out of it and named that file Grilled Cheese and Tomato Soup on a Rainy Day. The lyrics are the opposite, okay? They have become downright scary. They become like creepy, okay? When you go to sleep at night, does it tear you up? Does it bring you fright? And after that line, the music joins the frightening lyrics. First, we add an extra measure. And then, to end the pre-chorus, we hold out a B-flat alt chord, my second favorite chord in the song, and it has this sharp 5 and flat 9, and it's underneath the words, just a fraud. It's just insane tension, and it prepares us so well for the chorus. Let's take a listen.
So does it make you angry, or does it make you sad? Or do you skip all other feels and just cross straight to mad? That you can cheat and fool the world, but pretending will not change the fact that you'll never be the red-haired girl. Oh. oh, oh, oh.
This is where we let loose. Okay, this is this point in our storytelling.
Shiva do 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 dee. Shiva da shiva da shi. Shiva do shava da dwee ba da dwee beep 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 da. Dee da bin dee da ba do do. Sweet beep dee da do. Shoo dee dee ba dee 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 beep dee do. Dwa da dee beep beep do da.
So just like in that solo, we are done thinking about the specifics of the music. In this case, because the chords have had enough say in the meaning of the song, they now exist solely as a hook. I also revoked the chord's opinion on the meaning of the chorus because I have a tendency to overcomplicate chord progressions. So for this one, I freed myself from the constraints of the chords must have a meaning. And I started with this super simple, very common 4-chord progression. E flat major, G minor, F minor, B flat major. From there, I funked it up a little bit. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. So, the first thing I did was add 7s to all the chords, which most notably made my B flat major a B flat dominant, right? A B flat 7. That enabled me to sub in the tritone E7 for the B flat 7, and from there, I added an F sharp minor in between the G minor and F minor, so that my entire progression became a chromatic walk down from G to E flat. In this way, the chords sounded cool enough for my listener to be engaged and enjoy listening, but not too complex to be distracting. So that is the end of my little explanation of the first part of my song. But these ideas of the manipulation of shape and tension, of pace and progression, of tempo and surprise and improvisation, they extend far beyond my musical endeavors. You know, whether I'm constructing an argument or a ceramic vessel or even a sequence of ground strokes, I access these same concepts to further my general success. For now, however, I'll just leave you with another chorus of the red-haired girl.
So does it make you angry? Or does it make you sad? Or do you skip all of the feels and just cross straight the map? That you can't cheat and fool the world, but pretending will not change the fact that you'll never be the red-haired girl. Oh, 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 oh.